now we're in a season of resurrection where you're no longer allowing people to bullshit you or to push you and force you into a corner.
Welcome to the Angelic Hotline, where divine messages are just a call away. Take a deep breath and prepare to receive this activation.
Hello, my Divine Collective. That might be y'all's new name because I just heard that. Divine Collective. Let me write that down because I kind of like that. I've been thinking about what to call y'all. So I might call y'all the Divine Collective. Period. Okay. All right. So let's get into this. We're going to drive straight into the reading. So the angels. Okay. So basically, I heard like a doorbell before I even got out of the bed to do this reading, because I knew the angels were at the door coming to deliver a message. So maybe that is something that aligns with you. Maybe you're expecting a package, a delivery, a divine intervention of some sort. And then I heard, ding dong, the wicked witch is dead. So that might be relative to someone. That also can relate to the Wizard of Oz, Wicked. I also got the energy of there are people that have been, I'm just thinking about Elphaba's story about how she was this sweet and innocent person, and people's viewpoint of her being different really caused her to become a villain. So maybe you're someone who is has the chosen one energy, who is unique, who is different, and people are just painting you out. Ooh, excuse me, confirmation burp. Painting you out to be the bad guy. So you have been forced to be the villain per se. And people have sabotaged you to the point where you pretty much laid down and took it. And they're like excited that you finally have given up on yourself. But now we're in a season of resurrection where you're no longer allowing people to bullshit you or to push you and force you into a corner. So you have entered your true villain era. And if you have not understood what a villain era is, I suggest you look it up, because this is a lot of... The villain era is like these women... Oh my gosh. I just got stuffy. These women that are taking their power back, and they're like going against what people think they should be. They're going against societal norms and becoming the villain, and there's different archetypes. I love it so much. Please, if you get a chance to look it up, definitely look up the archetypes. Look up some, there's people that actually do like think pieces on the villain archetype here on YouTube. So definitely look that up. What else did I hear? So Spirit had told me that I need to make my own oracle deck. So maybe that's something that resonates with you. To make your own oracle deck, or to make the deck that has index cards, and on the index cards just write random messages, and then every day just pull a message to see what resonates with you, or kind of build it along the way. Also, I have like little notes and reminders or messages that have come to me earlier today, and one of the sticky notes actually that fell down before I recorded this message is it's a spirituality read. No one is out to get me. Don't be paranoid. There is nothing outside of you this year. Look within. So if you feel like the things that are happening to you are because someone is out to get you, or if you feel like someone is out to get you, no one is. Go within. A lot of times when we are going through challenges, we tend to feel like play the victim role, right? We feel like everyone's out to get us. Why is everything falling apart? Why is this person treating me this way? When in reality is you need a perspective shift. I know these things have happened to you, and they are not great things that happen to you, and they are not your fault. However, how can you go within to change your situation, to shift your perspective? Maybe things are not happening to you, they're happening for you. I also heard, God, what is that saying? Basically, I can't remember the saying, but it's giving the energy of instead of laying down and allowing life to just happen, get up and make life your bitch, pretty much. to quite say the least. The angels also wanted me to pull out the angelic deck, the Be Not Afraid deck. This is actually their representation of Archangel Michael. So Archangel Michael can be significant to someone. Can't wait to pull these for you guys later. But yeah, let's get into this. I haven't even started pulling cards, but 4:45 on the timer. All right. So what did I say? There's this energy, and I want to call upon the angels to see angels. What is the message that you woke me up for? Because this collective gotta hear a message. So maybe you were asleep and they woke you up. Maybe Spirit is waking you up at 5 in the morning. I just saw 5:10 on the clock to just give you these divine messages, and you're getting these downloads. So yeah, let's see what's going on. So instantly I'm feeling like anxiety in my chest. Not too many cards, y'all. Not too many. I feel like this is going back to you feeling like you were backed into a corner. I got the Two of Swords, stalemate, difficult choices, stuck in the middle. You feel like your back's against the wall. You feel like your hands are tied. Even though you know the situations that you have been in or the way that people treat you are not your fault, you can't help but feel that way. I feel like it's so hard for you to look in the mirror, and every time you try to look into the mirror, just instant tears. Someone has convinced you that you're not good enough, that you are not beautiful. And it's time that you start fighting back, Page of Swords. Start reclaiming yourself. This is a season of reclamation for you. I have the Three of Swords in reverse. Overcoming obstacles, optimism, forgiveness, recovery, healing, release, pain. Accepting yourself for where you are right now. And taking this as an opportunity to shift your perspective and to really align with what it is and who you truly are. These people that believe or talk shit about you or however they've been treating you, maybe the color green is significant, sticky notes are significant. These people have been treating you in a way that you do not deserve, but don't allow that to be the blueprint for your life. Sorry, y'all, give me a second. There's so many freaking cards out here. So maybe there's so many messages that you have been receiving about this, and use this as your confirmation. Spirit, do not focus on money. Something, my eyes been drawn to another message, but do not is highlighted, like so much, like underlined so many times. So maybe that resonates with someone. I feel like Spirit has been giving you, or whatever divine source you connect to, has been giving you so many messages. Excuse me, confirmation burp. To the point where you're kind of like, damn, I get it now. I see. She's like, calm down. So you have been forced to change your perception. You have been forced to fight back. Not only out of receiving these messages, but out of being tired. Get out of your head. I saw another message. You're tired of being in this situation. You're tired of being uncomfortable. Another message fell. You're tired of being uncomfortable. Tired of just being in the situation that you're in, that is forcing you to just finally I see yourself clawing yourself out of a hole or like up a mountain, just to finally claw yourself out of it. Spiritual development and emotional balance, that is something that you need to start working on. This is something that you need to finally start working on. Finally booking a therapy appointment, finally asking for help, finally talking to your friends. Maybe you're the strong friend and you feel like there's no one that you can lean on because they're always leaning on you. But have you spoken up and let them know how you truly feel? I feel like you haven't, because you feel like it's you, yourself, and I. All I hear is me, myself, and I. It's you and yourself. So you feel all I hear is too. It's me, myself, and I. That's all I got in the end. That's what I found out. So you've been burned so many times that you feel like that's all you got. No one has proved you to be wrong. They've proved you to be right. So maybe you need to get around new friends. And actually, I pulled this card here: teamwork, collaboration, growth, learning, mastery, recognition. You need to get in new spaces with new people so that you're able to change your perspective on these realities. If you're tired of your back being against the wall and these people talking shit about you, you need to get from around them. I don't care if it's your family. I don't care if it's your mama. And I know that's hard, especially when it comes to familiar relationships, let alone parental relationships. And it was hard for me to say, and I think it's hard for you to say aloud to accept that truth. That the close relationships that we have sometimes can be our downfall. The closest people to us can be our worst enemies. And just because they birthed us, just because they're closest to us, just because they raised us, doesn't mean that they still have your highest good in mind. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people carry traumas from their childhood or their upbringing or their environments, and they subconsciously are putting it onto the child or whoever that they're raising. I also saw, don't put off tomorrow what you can do today. Do not don't put it off any longer. You're tired. You're exhausted. You feel like giving up. You've been super fucking stubborn. Sadness, gloom, sorrow, the sun in reverse. You've been in a shadow period, isolation, staying to yourself, feeling like, ooh, all right now, all right, angels, one at a time. You've been in hermit mode. But now it's time for a sense of reflection, the star card. Going from dark to light, finding that balance. You've been in the darkness for far too long. But even though it's darkness, there's a light, the star, something to light your path, something to guide you to. 10 of Cups, a period of celebration, a period of harmony. It says domestic harmony, family reunions, contentment, celebration, peacefulness. This is the promise for yourself. Oh, emotional stability. Remember I said emotional balance and security. This is what you desire for yourself. But when you finally get the opportunity to hold yourself accountable, to address the situations that you need to address, now that you feel like you're in a period of isolation because you feel like you have no support as far as the people in your life, maybe it could be finances as well. Use this opportunity as a way to maximize your personal development. A lot of times when we're in isolation, especially if you're coming off the heels of a spiritual awakening, where you're going through some type of trauma and you're experiencing, you get in that period of darkness, now's the time to go within and self-reflect. Now's the time to take inventory of every single thing that you've been experiencing and get an opportunity to work through that shit. But get help. Go to therapy. If you feel like you need people to talk to, there are support groups. I know it's hard to talk to people and tell people your business, but sometimes you need a non-biased opinion, meaning someone that doesn't know you, that's not in your situation, and maybe you just need somebody to have a listening ear. Even something is prompting me to say Clubhouse. Clubhouse, I don't know if you're familiar with Clubhouse, but it's an app that went viral during COVID, and it was basically just like an app of just talking. You get on the app, you create like a little profile, and then there's these rooms like a Clubhouse of different topics. So something is telling me like to get on Clubhouse and search whatever circumstance that you're going through and just sit in and listen, or allow yourself to volunteer and just speak. You don't even have to put up a profile picture or put a bio. Just go up there and just talk about how you feel, because something about your voice, just vocalizing how you feel. I keep saying get out your head. Focus on how you feel and release it. Whether you speak out loud on a platform like a podcast, or in a Clubhouse room, or amongst a group of people, something about your story is going to resonate. Now the angels are taking me into, I feel like, whatever you're going through, to share your story in some capacity. I feel like you have a passion for speaking, for using your voice. Maybe you're a public figure, you have some type of public platform, or some type of work that focuses on I want to say heart work, but yeah, it's very heart-filled work, very mission-driven. Something that focuses on touching people and helping people and inspiring them. And I feel like you've been hiding this part of your life because you want to be in this position of perfection. Maybe people look up to you and you share certain things about your life very strategically. As much as you are as much as private as you are, you're very strategic in how you share certain parts of your life. So I feel like you are some type of content creator, an influencer, I'm hearing film, like a director, a screenwriter, something in the entertainment or media field, or even like a motivational speaker or like a coach of some nature, where it's time for you to be a little bit more vulnerable with your audience, because you'd be surprised how many people can relate, how many people you may even be able to build community with. And I feel like your spirit team is telling me that sometimes you felt like you've seen an opportunity to connect deeper with a client or deeper with your community or someone in your audience, but you kind of set that boundary, not only of fear of connecting deeply and getting hurt, but because you're like, I'm the teacher, they're the student. I'm the coach, they're the client. I'm trying to guide them, but how can I guide them if I'm trying to connect with them? But at the end of the day, this is your business. This is your profession. You set boundaries that align with you, not based off of what other people do. You may meet a client that turns into a friendship. You may meet someone in your community where you just connect and it just works and it just goes. I'm being prompted to use this as an example from my own experience. So I've actually used to be a business coach, and I was taught that you have to have boundaries. Clients are clients, coaches are coaches, and in order to be a proper teacher, you must set those boundaries. And it didn't really do me any good, because I kind of was in my ego a lot and feeling like I was better than them when I'm not. And so moving past that, now being a spiritual guide, also being an author, I've been able to connect with so many people. And I also have a book club, and I've been able to connect on a deeper level within my book club. No, it's not like a teacher-student type of situation, but because I opened my heart for infinite connection, I've been able to meet so many people in a community that I've created, or that people that I've taught in spiritual spaces, and they've become my friends, and we've had deeper connections, because at the end of the day, we're students. We're all students here to learn. We're all here on Earth School to learn. Some of us are in positions to teach others our wisdom. Some of us are in positions to learn from other people in different sectors, but at some point you're always learning. Watching this video, you're learning, but I'm no better than you and you're no better than me. I just have wisdom to share with you, and I'm connecting to the angelic to provide a message. So you have something to offer, but you always have a container to be filled up to learn, right? So I feel like I'm driving this home already. But yeah, so allow yourself to be a container to receive knowledge, to receive development, to receive guidance. Don't limit yourself on what it is. My crown chakra itching. On what it is what your life can look like. All right, they're telling me to wrap it up, because I feel like it's resonating already. So I'm gonna pull. All right. I'm gonna pull these last few cards. We'll pull an oracle card, and I will send you on your way. But I feel like there's this rush energy. Like you're so excited to just get off of this video and really get into what it is, the work that you need to do. Because I feel like you're ready. You're excited, especially in this year of the horse coming up. The solar new year begins in spring, so it's gonna be. And it's crazy, and it's not crazy, it's divine. These beautiful cards that I pulled the Fool's card. There was another note that just dropped. It says, you may set unrealistic goals or are moving in a way that doesn't bring them in. So maybe you have some goals. The Fool card. So when you're excited for this new opportunity to change your life and to progress, because you're all about self-development, set goals that are realistic for yourself. Don't be so excited that you set these distant goals. Move in a way that aligns with the person that you want to become, but give yourself grace to move slowly. We also have the King of Pentacles energy. Very wealthy. Very abundance, wealth, generosity. So wealth, not only monetary, but wealth in relationships, wealth in connections, wealth in your business, wealth in just feeling yourself. You're going to feel wealthy. You're going to feel opulent. You're going to feel abundant. Your confidence is going to skyrocket. You're no longer going to look in the mirror and want to cry. You're going to look in the mirror and realize, I'm that bitch. But I'm going to keep holding these up because we got the King of Wands here. Natural born leader, visionary, entrepreneur, magnetic. You're magnetic. You have a new opportunity to see the world with new eyes, to step into your leadership, to step into your gifts, to step into an opportunity to connect with your audience in a different way, and to receive the wealth and abundance that is attached to that. I also see, I love this. I love this so much because this is just such a great pull. Wishes come true, blessings, more abundance. No matter what you do, the cards are aligned. Everything is divine. You cannot miss this time. You cannot miss. Will there be obstacles? Yes. But the obstacles, going back to the sticky note message that I heard earlier, was there's nothing outside of you. No one's out to get you. Everything is eternal. So whatever challenges you face are going to prompt you to go within. They're going to prompt you to focus on what you want to experience, to focus on your perspective shift. Because when we're going through things, sometimes it just takes a perspective shift. Oh my God. And spirit operates in a space of neutrality. There is no negative, there is no positive. Yes, there are higher or low frequencies, but everything is neutral. Everything is perspective. So what someone may feel is bad, you may not feel is bad. It's all about your perspective shift. How can I make this situation work for me? Why do I feel this way about this situation? How, Spirit, help me see this clearly so that I can move forward and make this situation benefit for me. So this chariot upside down like a direction. But as soon as you change your perspective, it shifts. You come into balance. Black and white represents balance. Look at her being carried. She's in a place of security, of safety, and she's receptive. I feel like that's all I need to tell you. There's no right or wrong answer to get to where you need to get. Enjoy the journey and allow yourself to be fully in your abundance era. All right, I'm going to pull these cards. Pull a message cards from the angels, if I can open it. All right, so I wanted to show y'all this cover because I absolutely love the seraphim. So beautiful. Be not afraid. Well, I don't think I need to say more. I wanted to pull another one, but they're telling me to go with the one at the bottom of the deck. Is solar initiation. Look at this. You are going through an initiation period. This whole situation that you're going through, this whole season of your life that you're coming out of people talking shit about you, people not recognizing the greatness within you, you allowing them to bring you down, and you finally allowing yourself to come out and shine and show up 100% for yourself. You are the source of everything in your life that you ever want to receive. You are the source. Remember when I said speak up? When you speak, light comes out of you. People will be attracted to that. That will attract the correct people, the divine people that are aligned with who you want to be aligned with. Does that make sense? When you open your mouth, light comes out and it attracts people that are divinely aligned with you. The people that will treat you right, the situations that you want to be in, everything that you're praying for is nothing but a celebration, as we've seen when we pull these cards. But this is Shamsiel angel. I'm actually gonna look it up to give you a further meaning, but solar initiation. And the number on the card is 39, so 39 could be significant. 9 plus 3 is 12, which goes to 3. 3 is harmony. So either can resonate with you, but let's learn about Shamsiel. I did say it right. Shamsiel, sorry, that's the pronunciation. All right. So Shamsiel, fallen angel, Enoch 1, the Watchers, solar magic. Solar initiation. Throughout history, the sun has been venerated across various cultures and traditions as the ultimate symbol of divinity, life, and enlightenment. It radiates as the most luminous star in the celestial sphere, serving as a constant reminder of time and life's transitory visit on Earth. As the looming possibility of its eventual death emphasizes the value of cherishing the warmth and illumination it offers. As the looming possibility of its eventual death emphasizes the value of cherishing the warmth and illumination of others. So for me, Spirit is reminding me that you are the star. The sun is the center of the universe. Can you imagine? Just think about, you're the center of the universe. The universe depends on you for energy. It depends on you for its vibrancy. Apply that to your life. You are the center of your life. You are the main character. Everything moves because you move. So when you recognize your light, you are the thing that brings in the things that are supposed to be in your life. The people. You're the center. You're the center. People are going to start being attracted to you because of your light. Not as a sense of dependency or codependency, but because you have something to offer. The people that you are meant to inspire. The people that, even if it's not out in your business, it's friendships, romantic relationships, even people that you meet in passing. Your light shines and it inspires and it helps bring a smile on people's faces. All right, let me read the rest. I'll just be yapping, but at the same time, maybe you're a yapper. I can talk for hours. Among the more than 400 million angels believed to be cataloged by Kabbalist scholars, it is the, I don't know how to say that, EPHEMERA, the ephemera that most poignantly, look, that's a big word for Elmo, y'all. It is the ephemera that most poignantly mirror the sun's ephemeral nature. I hope y'all understood what that meant, because I don't. Unlike their immortal counterparts, ephemera are born with the dawn each day, existing solely to bask in and celebrate the sunlight, singing praises of creation until dusk renders them silent. Their purpose is singular, to emanate light. That's your purpose, what I tell you. Thus, as night unfolds and their light fades, so too does the existence, reminding us that all light, no matter how bright, is fleeting. And there is a quote, "He who binds himself a joy does the winged life destroy, but he who kisses the joy as it flies lives in eternity's sunrise." All right, now to the angel that was on the card. Shamsiel, whose name means son of God, love it, son of God, is the watcher who reveals the secrets and motions of the sun and the occulted secret of the solar rays to humanity in Enoch 1. This solar angel is thought to mirror the qualities of Shamash, the Anunnaki sun god from Mesopotamian mythology. So maybe you're into galactics and starseeds if you know about the Anunnaki. In this ancient pantheon, Shamash held a key position within the astral triad alongside Sin, the god of the moon, and Ishtar, the god of Venus. Shamash was celebrated for his role in the governor of the universe, with the ability to dispel darkness, embody justice, and illuminate both the divine and the mortal worlds. The synthesis of the messenger's meaning is a testament to the powerful light to nurture and expose, to regenerate and reveal the ruins of what once was and eventually burn away and become lost in time. Like the relentless advance of dawn, this angel's presence in a reading heralds a new illumination. Allow Shamsiel's solar governance to guide you through a progress of revelation and revitalization. And remember, you're in the season of reclamation. Let each ray of light remind you to rise, shine, and seek appreciation for the passage of life and the ephemeral beauty of this transient existence. Y'all, this was a mouthful. I hope you got something from it, because baby, the processing to read is a lot. All right, so if you're into the juju, there is like some, like a little magic thing, like a ritual that you could do. If it resonates, take it. If it doesn't, leave it. Okay, on a Wednesday morning, set a timer on your phone to wake up at sunrise. Gaze out your window and observe the sun rising as you say the following prayer. Samshiel, may your light pierce through my heart. Give the fire of life to every cell in my body so that I can beam with the light of the brightest sun. That's beautiful. I would even encourage you, if there's a specific deity or, ancestors, angels, whoever that you work with, to replace it if you do not feel connected to this angel, to encourage you to amplify that light that you want to radiate within you. Okay, that evening, observe the sunset, and as the sun fades into the horizon, say the following prayer. Shamsiel, shine your light through my emotions and purify my feelings with solar force. Give the fire of life to my presence so I may rise and continue to blaze forward. Now, rewind it back if you want to write it down, because that's a lot. When you finish, offer thanks to Shamsiel and journal any thoughts or emotions that have surfaced from the beginning, and ending your day with these prayers. Now, if you find that you feel connected to that prayer, please let me know. If you need it slowed down, and I can actually type it in the comments. That is all I have for you today, my dear. Remember that your light shines even in the darkness, even when you do not feel like it's there. Go within, and sometimes the breath of life is the light that you need, because sometimes life be lifing, and it's hard to find what we're looking for. But if you go within and just remember, man, I have an opportunity to live again. Even if you have to remind that to yourself every single day, that's enough for you to continue to live and to try another day. Ace of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Spirit is giving you a message. If you don't understand, it's going to be given to you multiple times, like we said in the beginning, because they get on your nerves. So, hope that you receive this with love. Love you guys so much. If you, the Divine Collective, that's your name. Thank you, Divine Collective, for being here with me today. As always, if you want to and you felt encouraged by this word, please like, comment, share, subscribe. If you want to continue to, hang out with me, you can go over to the Patreon, where we do monthly collective meetings specifically for the Divine Collective. Also have meditation sessions, intimate healing workshops. I was going to have the first membership workshop this month, but this month is kind of crazy and time has gotten away from me. So if you want to get in for February, check it out. And I will see y'all in the next reading, 30 to 11 on the clock. So yeah, bye.